guys, welcome back to Ballers Gaming and Tech, and today we're going to be viewing the best pre-built PCs. Let's get right into the video. So at the number one spot, we have NZXT pre-built PCs. These PCs are really good for the price. These are probably the best pre-built PCs anyone can buy that actually give you pretty good PC for your price. That what you're saving. So again, to the PCs, they have 3 of them. They come in a starter pack. They have a 699 PC, which is an Intel i3, which is running on a 9100 4-core 3.6 gigahertz. That's not terrible. It's actually really good for the price. Probably the best you can get for the price, considering it's a pre-built, because NZXT has to make money also. And yeah, getting onto the GPU, they have a 1650 4 gigabytes. That's not horrible. I mean, if you're building your own PC, I just go up $10 to get 1650 Super. It gives you 10 FPS better on everything, and it's just way better for the price. But once again, it is a pre-built PC, and there's not much customization that goes into it that you can actually ask for, but that's not terrible. For the RAM, it has 8 gigabytes, 33,000 megahertz, which isn't horrible. It's actually pretty good, actually really good for the price. And yeah, you can't really go wrong with this for the price. Getting into storage, 512 gigabytes on M.2. That could be way better. In fact, if I was building my own, I'd get more than that. But yeah, I guess that's what it comes with. The $899, I think this is the best one for the price, either $899 or the $999. But for the $899, it has an Intel i5 that runs on 9400, 6 cores, 2.9 gigahertz, which is really good. I don't think you can get much better than that, which is actually really surprising. It has a 1660 Super, which is pretty good. Once again, I think you could get a 2060 on an 899 build, but I'm not sure. But I guess it comes with the 1660 Super, which once again is decent. Could be way better, but 16 gigs of RAM, 32 megahertz. That's really good. I'd get more RAM or faster RAM. Just my opinion. But it's up to you. And once again, this is pre-built, so you can't really choose. Has 512 gigabytes of storage, which isn't great. Like for the 699 build, that's pretty good, but for this, you need more storage. But not much you can do there. And for what I think is the best pre-build that they have on this website that they're selling is the 999 build. Has an i5 9400 with 6 cores, 2.9 gigahertz, which is the same as the 899. But once again, these are both great CPUs. You can't really go wrong with them. I recommend them. Even if you're building your own PC, I recommend these CPUs. They're really good. For the GPU, it has a 2060 with 6 gigabytes. That's really good. It's one of the best graphics cards out there. I think there's only one that's better than it. I think it's a 2080, but this 2060 is really good. For the RAM, it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, 32 megahertz, which once again I'd get more. Especially considering that's $1,000, I'd get more myself. But I guess 16 gigabytes is all you need, like right now. But if you want to future-proof this PC, I would get more. And for the storage, it has 1 terabyte M.2, which is really good. Yeah, it's really good. That's kind of all you need. So yeah, that's NZXT PCs. I think these are probably the best PCs that you can get. That is a pre-built. Now let's get on to the second best pre-built PCs that you can probably buy are, in fact, Digital Storm. Their pre-built PCs aren't horrible. I know a lot of people, whenever they think of Digital Storm, they think of like getting ripped off for their money, and their PCs are really bad, like on what they think, but these aren't actually that bad. For the specs of the PCs that they are selling here, they have a Ryzen 5 3400G. Once again, that's pretty good. You could get much better for $699, but moving on to the graphics card, it's a Radeon RX Vega 11. That's a really good graphics card for the price, and yeah, that's actually pretty good considering. Once again, it's a pre-built. It has 8 gigs of RAM, which is really good. Oops, 8 gigs of RAM, which is really good for the price. I would get 16 gigs, but 8 gigs will do the trick. 2 terabytes of storage, that's a lot. That's definitely enough storage. Almost, no, you never can have too much storage, but that is a lot of storage. That'll last you a long time. It comes with Windows 10. That's a bonus because Windows 10 is really expensive to buy. So this PC is actually really good. These other PCs over here aren't worth it. Like, I just don't even consider buying these because these are not worth it. But this PC is actually really good because it has an i7 9700F, which is a really good CPU. That's a really good CPU. And for the graphics card, it has a 1650. I would get 1650 Super if it was my choice once again, but it's not, and it has a 1650. It's not horrible, but you could get much better, especially considering it's 999. It has 8 gigs of RAM. Once again, that's fine. But sooner or later, you're going to have to upgrade that. It has 240 on SSD and then 2 terabytes on the hard drive. I'm guessing that's really good for storage. It's actually great for storage. I highly recommend that storage. The storage is a really big bonus. So yeah, this is a really great pre-built. Only thing I would change would be the graphics card, but besides that, that's a really good pre-built. It comes with Windows 10 pre-installed, but once again, like I said, do not even get near these PCs. These are just scams. Yeah, these are not worth it. So yeah, these PCs aren't like they could be much better, but they're not horrible. Off in the third place spot, we have Alienware PCs. These PCs aren't really good, but they are on the higher end of the price spectrum. They aren't great for your money. You're not really getting a good bang for your buck, and you really can go wrong here. But to get into the specs, it's a 10th gen Intel i5 with a 10,400 6-core. It can be overclocked to 4.3 gigahertz with turbo, but I mean that's pretty good. But considering once again it's $879, you can get much better for that price. It comes with Windows 10 Home. That's really good because once again Windows is very expensive on a like self build. It has a 1650 Super, which you could get much better for the price. In fact, I have 1650 Super on my $700 build, so you can get much better for that. 8 gigabytes of RAM, 2900 megahertz. That's just basic standard. You can get much better once again. It has really good storage at 1 terabyte. It's really good. That's actually great. But besides that, this PC isn't really it, and these PCs are just straight rip-offs. Besides this one's pretty good because of the 3080. But besides that, these PCs aren't really it. But this comes in at the third place spot. So yeah, thanks for watching the best pre-built PCs. If I were to recommend any of these myself, I wouldn't recommend any of them. I'd recommend building them yourself, but if you can't build them yourself and you only are able to buy a pre-built, I recommend the NZXT, and the NZXT definitely for sure has the best PCs because nothing else just compares for the money. Like all of these are just rip-offs. But yeah, that's gonna do the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.